Laquita Davis with Committed, the Scholar Athlete Source, here today with Stuttgart women's basketball team. How are you doing today, ladies?
Good.
Good. You looking good?
Thank you.
I'm really excited to be here. Ecstatic, actually. So, how are y'all feeling about today? Media day today.
Excited.
Really excited.
Okay, so we're gonna just jump in. What we're gonna do, basic information, give me your name, your hometown, and your classification.
My name is Snyder. I'm from Accokeek, Maryland, and I'm the class of 2025.
Okay.
I'm Hannah Holmes. Moved here from Tucson, Arizona, and I'm class of 2026.
I'm Alicia Wiggins. Stuttgart, Germany is my hometown, and my class is 2026.
I'm Addison Jennings. I'm from Killeen, Texas, and I'm class of 2026.
Okay, Colleen is familiar. The other three, I'm sorry, I've never heard of them. Okay, so let's get a little open. Let's do some little icebreakers. Okay. When did you start playing sports?
Sports, I started playing when I was 3.
3.
So as soon as I started walking, they tried to get me up and playing as many sports as I could.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So all sports, basketball, soccer, just everything.
Basketball, soccer, gymnastics, dance,
Okay.
volleyball, all of it. They wanted
Okay.
me to get, and I loved it, so I didn't mind.
Okay, how about you?
I started playing soccer and basketball in 6th grade, and then volleyball in 7th or 8th grade. And then I've kind of taken off from basketball and now I'm here right now.
All right, I might need to borrow your knees. You're late bloomer. I might need to borrow your knees. Okay, how about you?
I started playing when I was like 5 years old. Every sport imaginable,
Okay.
like no limitations, and I just started taking basketball seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, to go with her, I've been playing since I can remember, all kinds of sports, gymnastics, the whole thing. But I really got into basketball like 4th grade.
4th grade? Okay. So, next question. If you could play one-on-one against any player, past player or present, who would it be?
Michaela Hines.
Okay. Was that rehearsed? Really? Okay. Let's start off with why. I know who, so why?
So, okay, Michaela Hines is my best friend, and she really made an impact on Stuttgart last year. She's our point guard. I know playing with her, one-on-one, it would just be all laughs and giggles, and that's just something like no pressure to win. And I know she would, coach me as well when we're playing, like, hey, you're doing this, come on, do this. So that's why I loved her.
She's definitely like a big, like older sister, big little older sister. She's really small, but she was always there to like just kind of keep us happy, and like she just made everyone like feel like welcome on the team.
Okay.
She was definitely like a big sister to me because I was on the same German team as her, and the first time I met her, we played one-on-one, so that's always one of the memories I'm gonna have with her.
Okay.
Yeah, she definitely took us under her wing, especially us 3 as underclassmen last year. And it was just so much fun playing with her. She was always like the hypest one on the court, like getting hyped with us and won the whole thing. It was really fun.
Okay. She sounds like an incredible person. So let's just do something. Let's give her a quick shout out,
She's actually playing at Manhattan Christian College right now.
Okay, give her a shout out. Give her a shout out.
Okay,
Okay, cool. All right. So, what is your pregame ritual or superstition?
So mine is look good, play good. Obviously, I mean, they can tell you. I mean that locker room like an hour early, doing my hair, doing my makeup, and everyone's asking me like, "Why are you wearing makeup? You're gonna go sweat out." Well, if I go out looking good, then I'm gonna feel good, and then I'm gonna play good. So yeah.
So she always like the last person that leaves the locker room?
Oh no, I'm the first one, but I'm the first one in there as well. So
Okay.
I'm sure I'm on time.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say the same thing: look good, feel good, play good. But also, we would always say a prayer before the game. So I feel like that really helps.
So definitely praying and looking, feel good, play good.
Yeah, to go with them, I'll kind of go on my own. Got my headphones in, I'll pray, and I'll pray to my grandpa. But yeah.
Okay. And actually, one of the players I had, a lesson to meet and to just, hang around was Tina Thompson, and I'm not sure if you all know her. You should. And so I asked, she does the signature with lipstick, right? And so it was the same concept, and I think that's great, to be able to play a sport and give it all you got, but also look beautiful while doing it. So I love that. Okay. What's your favorite pump up song or the song that you would play before your game?
Anything by Drake.
Anything by Drake.
Anything
Okay.
by Drake. I don't really have a song in specific. I just put on my hype playlist and just listen.
Okay. What about you?
I have no idea. I would say like 2010s, like old music.
Old music?
Like nostalgia.
Okay, we're gonna go with that. That's fine. That's fine.
I listen to everything, so sometimes it's oldies and sometimes it's hip hop or rock. It's literally anything that comes
Anything.
up. Yeah.
Okay. So shuffle.
Yes, definitely.
Gotcha.
Ugh, got a specific song, 8 out of 10 by Drake. That gets me every time. I need to put it on every time before I go out on the court.
You was ready for that question. Ready. Okay. So let's shift over to player perspective of your program. I was informed that you have a new coach coming into this season. You did very well. Actually, your rings, what is that about? Talk to me about that.
So last year we took home the championship for D1.
Okay.
The D1 schools against Ramstein, and we decided, what, let's get the rings. Let's get something to remember.
Nice. And who's your coach?
Last year?
Yes.
Coach Hess.
Okay, give her a shout out.
Okay, Coach Hess. You Coach Hess.
Okay. So new coach this year. What would you say so far you like about Coach Garrett's coaching style?
I think he kind of fits our personalities. Like we can be serious when it's time, but we are also a very light, bubbly, kind of goofy group. We like to have fun, and I think he really we need to be serious at this time, but it's okay, we can line up, get a little loose, and I think that he does that really well with switching on and off with that.
Yeah. Okay.
He's also a big teddy bear. He's super nice, so he's understanding about how we're feeling and how we actually take his words.
Okay.
Same with Faye said, he takes our feelings into consideration 100%. I think that's one of his most important things. And he's just really playful, and that's my favorite part of having a coach that can be playful with. So.
Yeah, agreeing with all three of them, and especially in practice, when it's time to get down to it, get playing, he gets us hyped, gets us locked in. It's just really good environment.
And I think that's important, having that balance, having the balance to be able to go and talk to your coach, as well as having that accountability. Okay, now we need to lock in. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. So, what does teamwork mean to you?
For me, it just means unity. Everyone working collectively as a group, and then not being selfish and playing for each other and just not for yourself.
Yeah, and also communicating with your teammates, but not only on the court and during games and practices, but off the court as well, and building that bond.
To us, it means trusting your teammates and trusting their abilities and trusting them.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's lifting each other up and making each other better on the court and not being selfish.
So you ladies have been very successful with winning, having a winning season. So how do you balance, staying committed to basketball, balancing your academics, balancing your sports, balancing your social life? What's that balance?
It comes through the years. Freshman year was really bad, but you learn how to, especially as a student athlete, you have to learn how to manage your time. Mm-hmm. So, after practice, okay, I've got to do this, and this, I've got to study, get that done, and then be able to take care of your body, take care of yourself, get that shower, eat that food, and then go to sleep on a decent time. But still, keeping your grades up, because that's the biggest thing. If our grades are not above, we can't play. We cannot step foot on this court. So it's just time management.
Okay. Also, staying off your phone. That's one big thing for me is getting off my phone.
Okay.
So, as a freshman, I was ineligible twice. I was almost kicked off the team because of the ineligibilities. And then I locked in from then on. And sophomore year, no ineligibilities at all. So it's just really managing your time, and after practice, get off the phone and do your work. It just has to be trained. So.
Yeah, I think since we know academics do come first and we're so passionate about the sport, we're gonna do what it takes. We're gonna use our lunch breaks. We're gonna spend that extra time in the morning or after practice to get those assignments done. That way we can play.
Okay. So, what role do you feel you play on your team?
Well, I am the only returning senior from last year, so I feel like I'm supposed to lead not only to the championship, but to, help them become better people, help them get to the spot that I'm at right now. I feel like I'm supposed to be the leader of this team, so.
I feel like one of my main roles is being a cheerleader, being there for the girls and making sure they're okay. Kind of like a mom of the group, but just making sure they're safe and feeling good and ready.
My role is not only being with the varsity girls and being tight with them, it's also JV girls and encouraging them that every day is an opportunity to get pulled up and that you should not take every game as seriously in your mental health. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think this year being an upperclassman, I'm kind of like looking at the freshmen and the sophomores, like kind of mentor, take under my wing, and I definitely would say that I'm kind of like the hype man on the team. I'm definitely
Yes, Miss Drake.
let's go, let's get to it. Making sure everyone's good and we're doing what we need to.
I love the fact that each one of you all brings something different, but it's still togetherness, right? And it takes, it's like a puzzle. Every piece matters. So, and that's very important, right? Next question for you. What are your goals for this season?
I told them since day one, like before basketball season even started, we had a couple basketball meetings, and during that time I was in volleyball season. I wanted to bring something to the program that we haven't really seen in the last year. I wanted togetherness. JV and varsity togetherness, like being one big family, loving each other. Because when you're having fun on the court playing basketball, you play better. So I want them to be able to hey, this is supposed to be fun. I want them to have fun, but I also want us to be able to learn and grow, and of course win. Right. But if you don't win, that's okay. At least we had each other. At least we had fun with each other, and I want them to be able to take those memories and bring them throughout their life.
And you said you conducted those meetings prior to the start of the season?
Yes. So
on your own?
Coach Garrett and I, we talked about it, but yes.
Okay, good. Taking initiative.
Yeah, she said it.
Basically, everything that Mia said. Being together is the biggest thing. We never really had that last year.
Okay.
It was like JV and varsity, but now it's really everybody's together, and I really love that for us. So.
Yeah, I would say that's the overall goal. And I know personally I have my own aspirations for playing after high school, so there's definitely that people are watching, making sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's great. Of course, you ladies are varsity, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it's great that you're sort of challenging and holding your JV team accountable because you grow together. Mm-hmm. So I think that's fascinating. And we'll start with you, since you said, your aspirations to play after high school. What are all your plans, that you have in mind right now for after high school?
So there's kind of two paths that are on my wish list. I do want to play basketball in college, honestly, anywhere that will take me. I just want to keep playing. But I'm in JRTC, and so ROTC scholarships are definitely in my view, and I just want to get to a good school, get a good education. Hopefully I can still play.
Yeah, same here. I do want to play basketball in the future, and I just got into JROTC, and I realized that I really love it, and I want to be in the military. Okay. So if I could do both, that would be just wonderful. So.
I'm looking at going into the medical field, but I do want to continue to play sports throughout college. I feel like that'd be a really big blessing in my life.
So I'm actually a volleyball player. That is my main sport. I have some colleges looking at me to go play over there, but really I just get a good education. That's my biggest thing, because I know I'm probably not going to be playing volleyball forever. I want to study psychology and then be a criminal psychologist in the FBI.
Awesome. Yes. You ladies are on the right track.
Yes.
Okay. So I have a few questions individually for you. Okay. So we'll start here. So how do you prepare mentally for a game?
It's just a bunch of telling myself all right, just go out and do your best, because I used to have a problem thinking that when I was doing my best, I wasn't doing my best. I wasn't doing enough for my team, and that would really that would put me in a mental block. So it's just do your best. It doesn't have to be your best, but just doing your best is going to help your teammates, and it's just going to help the team, because if they see you're trying to do as much as you can do, then they're going to start trying to do as much as they can do.
So question for you. How do you handle pressure situations or tough losses on the court?
I usually I just breathe. I feel no one people just need to calm down and just realize that it's going to be okay no matter what happens. And that's something people don't really do, is they kind of just freak out and panic and get in their heads, which is the worst case scenario of what could happen. So just taking that time to calm down and figure out what you need to fix on the court and just play.
So I know we all know basketball is a game of runs. You're up 5, you're down 2, you're in foul trouble. You know, we have 3 second, on the clocks. What techniques do you use, to be able to be adaptive, to adjust?
Ooh. I mean, it's just really playing the sport for a long time. It's just something that comes with time, honestly. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just ready. Ready for it all, right? Okay. So, how about you? So, you have a teammate that's having a tough game, how do you, because in that moment they're in their head. Like if you have a tough game, you're not making your shots, your layups, right? How do you mentally, help them to just remember or get them back on track?
Right. I think like on the court in the moment, just little like when ball goes out or something, just little like keep your head up, like you gotta keep shooting or something like that. Just little tidbits. That way, they know that you're there. Like you know that they're trying and they're trying their best. That way, they just don't get down on the court and you're just there keeping them up.
Okay. So I have this question for all of you. I would love to hear your perspectives because they're great. What advice would you give younger players aspiring to, join the basketball team or just join a team in general? What advice would you give them?
So this has kind of been my theme all year, going through volleyball and then coming into here, is just believe in yourself. If you believe that you can do something, you're going to be able to do it. Like, it's obviously going to take hard work, and just like, if you put your mind to it, this is what my dad tells me all the time. If you put your mind to it, you're going to be able to do it. Like, it just takes hard work, it takes time, but like believing in yourself, I think, is the biggest part of doing anything. Believing that you can do something. So,
What advice would you give?
Probably push through it. Like pain is temporary, so even if like you're running and you're exhausted, like you're gonna be able to finish at some point. There's always an end, but yeah, I feel like that really helps. And to know that you're like gonna like finish, you can able to like push through, and yeah.
I think a fear that people have when they first start playing a sport is that they're not going to be good enough. But nobody started perfect. And even if you have been playing for years, nobody is perfect. So you just cannot get down on yourself. And every day is an opportunity to get better. So.
Yeah, I would say if you're really passionate about a sport, spending not all of your free time, but most of your free time working and just finding a routine, a program that works for you. I know freshman year I kind of just like walked into trials and I was like, let me play some basketball. And then after freshman year, I was like in the gym all the time, working, making sure I was going to get that varsity spot next year because I love it so much and I wanted to be the best as I could at it.
Okay. Last question for you ladies. Okay. What has basketball taught you that carries over into other aspects of your life?
you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail, but it's how you take that failure. It's what you do after the failure, how you come out of that. Like, are you going to just give up? Are you gonna just sit there and cry about it? It's being able to come out of that and be like, okay, I messed up this. How do I fix it? That's something that I've kind of taken from basketball and that I'm gonna take throughout the rest of my life, because everyone's gonna fail at something at some point.
Yeah, I agree. Something that's taught me is like it'll always benefit you. Like there's so many good things that can come out of it, whether it's like teammates or like how to work and like just everyday like little daily things, and just like trying to be positive on and off the court. It really helps.
For me, it's stay out of your head. And it's not just about basketball, because that used to be my biggest problem. It's about relationships with family members or friends, and especially school where you're taking a test. It's like, oh, I'm going to fail this. Stay out of your head and trust that what you learned is going to be good. So.
Yeah, it's okay to ask for help. That was one of my biggest lessons I had to learn. It's so hard to get somewhere all on your own. You gotta have people in your corner. You gotta allow people to give you advice, give you mentorship. And I, not only in basketball, that definitely bled into my social life and my school life. And yeah, it's gonna be your savior.
Great. You All of you have helped me with these life lessons and insight. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're down to the end of the interview. So I have this game. It's called Quick Pick. Okay, 3 seconds. You have to get out the lane. You know, it's hot feet. Okay, I ask you a question. Quick answer. Okay. McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
That is not fair. McDonald's. I didn't even answer the question. For us, you don't even have to answer.
McDonald's. German McDonald's.
Yes.
Okay, yes. German McDonald's.
Okay. Brittany Griner or Angel Reese?
Brittany. I think Brittany is.
It's okay if you have a different answer.
I said Angel.
Okay. Okay. Caitlin Clark or Brianna Spears?
Caitlin Clark.
That was kind of like, Okay. Sweats or jeans?
Sweats.
In sync. Y'all are just in sync. Okay. So I feel like I'll get a mixture of the answers here. 2-pointers or 3-pointers?
2.
So I have 2 2-pointers and then 2 3-pointers. Okay. Texting or talking?
Talking.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. 4 quarters or 2 halves?
4 quarters.
Okay. Would you rather run fast or jump high?
Jump high.
Dunk.
Yes.
Jump high.
Okay. Y'all are like home game or away game?
Home game.
So I have 1 away.
Home game.
Either y'all in sync or you're like split. Okay. Vans or Chucks?
Vans.
Chucks. I gotta go Chucks.
I'll say Chucks.
Chuck Taylors? Converse.
Yeah. But, whoa, what?
Vans or Converse? Okay. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
I just asked a question. Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Okay. Domino's or Pizza Hut?
Domino's.
Again. 2 Domino's, 2 Pizza Huts. Okay. I feel like I know this answer. Whataburger or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Delayed answer, but yeah. MJ or Kobe?
Kobe.
I'm with you. You don't know. We're waiting for your answer.
Like Kobe, but I gotta go with it.
I would say MJ.
Okay, split again. Okay, LeBron or Kobe?
Kobe.
Defense or offense?
Defense.
Nice answer. Squats or wall sits?
Squats.
Okay. Heels or sandals?
Sandals.
Okay. Last question. WNBA or NBA?
WNBA.
That was slow. I'm gonna ask that again. WNBA or NBA?
WNBA.
There we go. Well, ladies, it has been great speaking with you, getting to know you. I want to say how proud I am. You all are bright young ladies. You know, I know whatever direction you go in life, you're going to be successful. Continue to lean on each other. Continue to stay together. And I just wish you the best wishes for this season. It would be nice to add a ring, to my game. But again, it was nice speaking with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Good luck on your season.
Thank you.
Good? Yes. All right, good job. Go take your pictures.